Ms Legalista, welcome and thank you for joining the video. Instead of talking about some of the scams and frauds that have been going on with other people, some of the latest in the news that we're hearing about some of these scams and frauds, some of the steps that you could be taking, I'm not going to be talking about any of that, I don't think. What I am going to be talking about are these notices of data breach that I keep getting in the mail. And it looks like these are from separate incidents. Now, one of these incidents I had already heard about, but when I received a second notice in the mail, and this has all been within the last week, when I received the second one, I thought, oh, okay, it was a big data breach. I get it. There might have been a couple of parties that I worked with that had this happen to them. No, these are entirely separate events. These are separate events here. The first one, I was thinking that, okay, this was way back. I haven't dealt with them in a really long time, but it said, here's the time period that this is what they said. They said this was Ticketmaster. Okay. Ticketmaster recently discovered that an unauthorized third party obtained information from a cloud database hosted by a third party data services provider. Based on our investigation, we determined that the unauthorized activity occurred between April 2nd, 2024 and May 18th, 2024. Well, now, this most recent one that I got yesterday says, hey, under the what happened section, it said on February 21st, 2024, the company found activity in our computer system that happened without our permission. We quickly took steps to stop that activity. We began investigating right away and hired a special team to help us. We also called law enforcement. We also turned off certain systems to help protect our customers and their individuals. On March 7th, 2024, we learned a cyber criminal was able to see and take copies of some data in our computer system. This happened February 17th, 2024 and February 20th, 2024. We received files that were safe to look at on March 13th, 2024. What information was involved? It says, we have told our clients about this event. Starting on June 20th, 2024, we also told our clients about what data may have been seen and taken. Really? Because I don't think I got that. As a matter of fact, the company that this is coming from, I don't even know who they are. It sounds like they are some sort of file storage company that somebody else that I use, not professionally, but in a personal way. It sounds like I use this company over here, and that products that they use or services that they use, that's where the data breach was, way over here somewhere. Not even with the party that I use. I'm looking at this going, I don't know who you people are. I've never heard of you. I didn't even know you existed. But yeah, it is a lot of information. It's a lot. The list, I don't want to go down the whole list here. It's a lot of information that they are saying was breached. And I talk about this a lot of times, and it sounds very at arm's length. I'm pulling up some news article, some news report, and we're looking at some video and we're talking about what happened. But in this case, these are letters that have come directly to me about data breaches with my information. And I'm telling you, there are bullet points listed here. And for all of these bullet points, they list a lot of things that people may have gotten their hands on. I mean, it's pretty extensive, and it's definitely worrisome. They have a contact number. Of course, it says you can sign up for free credit monitoring. But here's the thing. With this particular one, it's not even about monitoring your credit. It's about all of your information being out there. Now, I'm kind of public here, right? Up here. I own a house. I vote. There are a lot of things that you can just simply go on the internet and find out about me. So if you got a name and you got a state and I'm an attorney, so I'm registered with the state bar, there's a lot of information that you can already find. But it's when people start getting into more personal information that you go, whoa, wait a second. I didn't sign up for all of that. I'd like to keep a few things personal, the personal stuff. Like, can we just have the personal stuff personal? With Ticketmaster, yeah, the same sort of thing. They say the same thing. We have been diligently investigating this incident with the assistance of outside experts. We have also contacted and are cooperating with federal law enforcement authorities. And this notice has not been delayed due to law enforcement investigation. Because remember, I talked about that in another video. We have additionally taken a number of technical and administrative steps to further enhance the security of our systems and customer data. These measures include rotating passwords for all accounts associated with the affected cloud database, reviewing access permissions, and increased alerting mechanisms deployed in the environment. So again, two totally different breaches that I have received information about just, in the last week or so. Unbelievable. And, sometimes you don't open up this mail that comes to you from, weird parties. You're like, I don't know what that is. But it was kind of thick because they had so many pieces of paper in here. It was kind of thick. And literally, they are dated 12 days apart. They are dated 12 days apart. So these breaches are becoming more commonplace. I think what we're going to find is we are going to see a lot more people not fall for some of the scams and frauds that I talk about, but have their accounts hacked, have credit card accounts and loans taken out in their names because people have gotten hold of their information online or through some of these other third parties. They know that there's a trove of information there. They're like, if I can get into that system, I can immediately have access to hundreds of thousands of accounts. So why not just go there? Why work on this one little person over here when I can go over here and hit the jackpot? So I think, that there's a lot more of that that's going to be going on. And that's harder for us as an individual to control. I don't have any control over someone else hacking some other company's system on the other side of the country. That's very different from me getting a text message that sounds weird, like it's somebody trying to say, hey, this is your bank and we need to know this and you need to do this. Like, that's different because I have complete control over how I respond to that text message. This thing has already happened. There's nothing I can do with that. I'm very after the fact. It's like, okay, so here's what happened. Once upon a time, we had a company and we had some data, and some of that data was yours. And then somebody broke in, and then we found out that your stuff got hacked. And we're sending you this, 8 pages so that you can know about it. Very much after the fact. Not a whole lot you can do to be proactive, but there are steps that you can take after the fact. So we're all in this boat together. At least that's what I'm feeling like. We should be friends. We should be friends. I'll keep you updated on how this is going. And I'll just be honest, I feel somewhat hesitant about going in and looking at my credit report now because I'm just like, oh my gosh, is there going to be something there? Am I now going to have to be concerned? I need to be checking in to make sure nothing funky gets registered with the Register of Deeds. Like all of these things that I talk about for other people, I need to be doing them myself. But I feel somewhat hesitant because I'm just feeling anxiety at this point. That's my personal sharing right there. I probably shouldn't even be saying all of that. We know how people are on the internet, but really and truly, it's unauthorized activity. It's a lot of paperwork here in terms of what's going on. But yes. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if I find anything of interest. Hopefully I won't. Hopefully it'll just be, not a lot going on, nothing going on. But we'll see. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah. Peace.